Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're talking about a coin that almost everyone in America has held at some point, but only a few lucky people know its true hidden value: the United States of America 1-cent coin from 2014 with the Denver mint mark, also known as the 2014 D. Lincoln penny. Don't let its small size fool you, because this little copper-plated treasure could be worth thousands. So stay tuned until the end of the video, because we're going to reveal just how valuable some of these pennies can really be. The 2014 D1 cent coin belongs to the Lincoln Shield design series, which was introduced in 2010 to replace the previous Lincoln Memorial cent. On the obverse side of the coin, we have the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has been featured on the penny for more than a century. Below Lincoln's shoulder, you can find the mint mark D, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, the design showcases a beautifully detailed Union shield with 13 vertical stripes and a bold banner reading E Pluribus Unum, symbolizing unity among the original 13 states. This design is simple, strong, and patriotic, representing the enduring strength of the United States. While billions of these coins were minted for circulation, a very small number of them have unique errors and striking anomalies that make them stand out as rare treasures in the numismatic world. These minting errors transform what might look like an ordinary penny into a valuable collector's piece worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It's these rare variations that have collectors searching their change jars, rolls, and old collections with excitement, hoping to find one of these incredible 2014 D rarities. One of the most notable and valuable errors found on the 2014 D penny is the double die error. This occurs when the die that strikes the coin shifts slightly between impressions, resulting in a doubled image on certain parts of the design. If you look closely at the date 2014, the letters in Liberty, or the phrase "In God We Trust," you might notice faint but clear doubling. Under magnification, this error gives the coin a shadowed, almost 3D effect that makes it unmistakable. Double die errors are extremely popular among collectors because they're visually dramatic and incredibly rare, especially in newer coins like this one. Another highly desirable error found on some 2014 D pennies is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank metal planchet is misaligned during minting, causing the design to appear shifted to one side. Some of these off-center pennies show partial designs or even missing details, creating a fascinating, one-of-a-kind look. The more off-center the design while still keeping the date and mint mark visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors love these mistakes because no two are exactly the same. Each one tells its own story of a moment of imperfection that created something extraordinary. There are also examples of 2014 D pennies that display die cracks, die chips, and planchet errors. A die crack appears as a raised line across the surface of the coin, formed when the minting die begins to fracture from overuse. These cracks can sometimes run across Lincoln's face, through the lettering, or even along the shield on the reverse side, giving the coin an authentic and rugged appearance that collectors adore. Die chips, small blobs of extra metal that appear on the coin, can also be found around the letters or the shield. Each one is unique, adding character and rarity to the piece. Planchet errors, such as missing layers or incomplete edges, can make the coin even more special and valuable. Collectors are particularly drawn to 2014 D pennies that remain in mint state, uncirculated condition. These coins have not been used in daily transactions, so they retain their original shine, detail, and brilliance. A pristine, untouched 2014 D penny with a major error is a true gem in the eyes of numismatists and investors. Coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC often certify these coins, giving them official recognition for their condition and rarity. Once graded, these coins can command astonishing prices in auctions and private sales. Over the past few years, the 2014 D penny has gained massive attention in the coin collecting community. Reports have surfaced of rare varieties being sold for thousands of dollars online and through professional auctions. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for new discoveries, and each time a unique error coin is found, it reignites the excitement around this small but mighty piece of American coinage. It's proof that even the most common coins can hold unbelievable surprises. All it takes is a careful eye and a little bit of patience. If you want to know whether your 2014 D penny might be one of these hidden treasures, take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass and check for any doubling on the date or letters, any off-center designs, or raised lines that could indicate a die crack. Pay attention to any unusual textures or metal irregularities. Even a small difference can make a big impact on value. If you think you've found something special, consider sending it to a professional grading service to verify its authenticity and condition. A certified coin is far more attractive to serious buyers and can sell for significantly higher prices. The beauty of the 2014 D penny is that it combines modern craftsmanship with the age-old thrill of coin collecting. Every year, new collectors join the hunt for these rare error coins, drawn by the excitement of finding a valuable piece hidden in plain sight. The coin's strong symbolism, sleek design, and surprising rarity make it one of the standout coins of the modern era, and it continues to grow in popularity with each new discovery. Whether you're a longtime collector or someone just beginning your numismatic journey, the 2014 D penny proves that treasure hunting can start right in your pocket change. And now, for the most exciting part, the value reveal. If you happen to own a rare 2014 D 1-cent coin with a confirmed minting error in perfect, uncirculated condition, its value can reach an incredible $29,000. Yes, you heard that right, $29,000 for a single penny that most people overlook every day. Second rare coin. We're diving into the fascinating story of a coin that's been in circulation for decades, passed from hand to hand, yet still holds the power to amaze collectors around the world. The United States of America 1-cent coin from 1991. This Lincoln cent might seem like an ordinary penny at first glance, but trust me, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Hidden among the billions of pennies produced that year are a few rare and extraordinary pieces that have shocked the numismatic world with their incredible value and stunning minting errors. So stay tuned till the very end, because you'll be astonished when you hear how much one of these special 1991 pennies could be worth. The 1991 Lincoln penny carries the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design that has been an American icon since 1909. The initials of the artist, Victor David Brenner, can be seen below Lincoln's shoulder, while the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1991 surround his profile with elegant precision. On the reverse side, we find the classic Lincoln Memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo, which beautifully captures the grandeur of the monument dedicated to America's beloved 16th president. It's a design filled with national pride and historical meaning, and although billions of these coins were minted, only a handful stand out because of rare mistakes that make them truly priceless. Most 1991 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, identified by the presence or absence of the small D mint mark beneath the date. However, even though billions rolled off the presses, the minting process is never perfect, and that's where the magic happens. Certain 1991 pennies were created with extraordinary errors, small imperfections that turned them from everyday change into valuable collectibles that coin enthusiasts dream of owning. These coins have found their way into private collections, major auctions, and even online bidding wars, with prices soaring to astonishing levels thanks to their rarity and uniqueness. One of the most remarkable errors discovered on the 1991 penny is the double die obverse. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin imprints the design twice, slightly offset, creating a doubled image on certain elements of the coin. If you examine the 1991 date, the word "Liberty," or the phrase "In God We Trust," and notice any doubling, you could be looking at a true rarity. Under a magnifying glass, the doubling gives the coin a shadowed, 3D-like appearance that makes it immediately stand out. Collectors absolutely love double die errors because they're not only visually striking, but also incredibly scarce, especially for modern-era coins like this one. Another rare and valuable type of error seen on some 1991 pennies is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank, known as the planchet, is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted to one side. Depending on how far off the strike is, parts of Lincoln's face, the date, or even parts of the Lincoln Memorial might be missing or cut off. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value, especially if the date remains fully visible. These coins are incredibly exciting to find because every off-center error is completely unique, making each one a one-of-a-kind collectible. Collectors have also reported finding 1991 pennies with die cracks, die chips, and broad strike errors. A die crack appears as a raised line running across the surface of the coin, caused by a fracture in the die used during minting. These can run across Lincoln's face, through the lettering, or across the Lincoln Memorial, giving each coin a distinct appearance. Die chips, which look like small blobs of extra metal, often appear near the letters or within Lincoln's hair, while broad strikes occur when the coin is struck without the collar that normally gives it a defined rim, resulting in a wider, slightly distorted coin. All of these varieties are considered special by collectors because they represent rare minting anomalies that are impossible to replicate. The value of a 1991 penny depends greatly on its condition and the visibility of any errors. Coins in mint state, uncirculated condition, meaning they have never been used in circulation and retain their full original luster, are the most desirable. When a coin like this also features a major minting error, its value skyrockets. Grading companies such as PCGS and NGC can certify the authenticity and grade of these coins, giving them official status and making them highly attractive to collectors and investors. Many of the most valuable examples have been graded MS 65 or higher, a testament to their pristine preservation and incredible rarity in recent years. The excitement around the 1991 penny has grown as more collectors discover its hidden potential. Rare varieties and error coins have been spotted at coin shows and online marketplaces, often drawing huge attention and fierce bidding. Some of these coins have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auction, with prices far exceeding anyone's expectations. What makes this even more thrilling is that these coins could still be sitting unnoticed in pocket change, old coin jars, or forgotten drawers, just waiting to be found by someone who knows what to look for. So, how can you check if your 1991 penny might be a rare one? Take a close look under good lighting or use a magnifying glass. Examine the date, the lettering, and the Lincoln Memorial for any doubling, misalignment, or raised lines. Check the edges for unusual thickness or stretching, signs of broad strikes. If you spot any imperfections that seem out of the ordinary, don't ignore them. They could indicate that your coin is one of the rare, valuable error varieties that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. The thrill of discovery and the realization that something as common as a penny can turn out to be a piece of history worth thousands. The 1991 penny perfectly embodies that magic, blending everyday simplicity with extraordinary potential. It's a coin that continues to captivate both beginner collectors and seasoned experts alike, reminding us that great treasures can often come in the smallest forms. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the incredible value reveal. If you happen to own a rare 1991 United States of America 1-cent coin with a major minting error in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value could reach an astonishing $35,000. Yes, you heard that right. $35,000 for a single penny that could be hiding in plain sight. So, my fellow collectors, it's time to take a closer look at your coins, because you might be holding something truly extraordinary. Go through your old coin rolls, check your piggy banks, and examine every penny carefully. Who knows what treasure you might uncover? Third expensive coin. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the late 20th century, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1987 with the Denver mint mark. That's right, the 1987 D. Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of people have seen, but only a rare few realize could be worth a staggering amount of money. This little copper-plated beauty may look like just another penny, but for those who know what to look for, it could be a hidden gem worth an incredible sum. So make sure you stay with me till the very end, because we're going to uncover the secrets, the errors, and the extraordinary value behind this humble-looking coin. The 1987 D penny features one of the most iconic designs in American coinage, the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, created by Victor David Brenner, a design that has stood proudly since 1909. His calm yet strong expression reminds every holder of his lasting impact on the nation. Surrounding Lincoln are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1987, with the small D mint mark just beneath, indicating that it was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, the coin displays the majestic Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo, with such fine detail that you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside if you look closely. It's a coin filled with American pride, history, and timeless artistry. Now, while billions of these pennies were produced, not every one of them was created equally. Among the massive mintage, a few rare coins came out of the presses with extraordinary minting errors, small imperfections that make them highly sought after by collectors around the world. These rare 1987 D Lincoln cents are the stars of coin collections, admired for their uniqueness and their potential to bring in eye-popping prices at auctions and private sales. These coins prove that even something as common as a penny can hold a rare and priceless secret. One of the most exciting and valuable varieties of the 1987 D penny is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to stamp the design on the coin shifts slightly between strikes, resulting in double details on certain parts of the coin. If you look closely at the word "Liberty," the date 1987, or the phrase "In God We Trust," you may notice faint but distinct doubling, like a shadow effect or an overlapping image. Under magnification, this error becomes clear and mesmerizing. These coins are extremely rare and in high demand, as double die errors are among the most collected and celebrated types of minting mistakes in the entire world of numismatics. Another rare and highly valuable error seen in some 1987 D pennies is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank, known as a planchet, is not perfectly centered during the striking process. The result is a coin where the design appears shifted or incomplete, often cutting off part of Lincoln's portrait or the inscriptions around the rim. The degree of off-center error determines how valuable the coin can be. The more dramatic the shift while keeping the date visible, the more collectors are willing to pay. Every off-center error is unique, which makes each of these coins a one-of-a-kind piece of minting history. Another exciting error variety that collectors search for in the 1987 D penny series is the die crack and die chip error. These occur when the minting dies begin to wear out or crack, leaving raised lines or small bumps on the coin's surface. These imperfections can appear along Lincoln's face, near the lettering, or across the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Some coins even show dramatic die breaks that create thick, raised areas of extra metal. Far from being considered flaws, these natural imperfections add character and authenticity, turning a common coin into a unique and highly collectible piece. Then there's the broad strike error, where the coin is struck without the collar that normally keeps it perfectly round. This produces a slightly stretched or expanded edge, giving the coin a bold and eye-catching look. Collectors love these kinds of errors because they showcase the minting process in an unusual and visually fascinating way. Each one tells the story of a small mechanical misstep that resulted in an irreplaceable collectible treasure. Collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents know that condition is everything when it comes to determining a coin's true value. The best examples are those that have never entered circulation, known as mint state or uncirculated condition. These coins have perfect luster, sharp details, and no scratches or signs of wear. When a 1987 D penny with a major minting error is found in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value can skyrocket beyond imagination. Many of these coins are certified by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC, ensuring their authenticity and preserving their condition for generations. A certified 1987 D error penny is not only a valuable investment, but also a piece of American history. In recent years, collectors have become increasingly passionate about modern era coins, and the 1987 D penny has been at the center of that excitement. Coin shows, online marketplaces, and major auctions have all seen record-breaking interest in these remarkable pieces. Some collectors have reported finding rare error varieties tucked away in old jars, rolls of pennies, or family coin collections, leading to unbelievable discoveries worth thousands of dollars. Each new find adds more excitement to the coin collecting community, proving that treasure hunting is still very much alive. If you want to check whether your 1987 D penny could be one of these special coins, start by examining it under bright light or with a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling on the lettering or date, any off-center alignment, or raised lines that could indicate a die crack. Also check the edges and the Lincoln Memorial for signs of distortion or extra metal. Even small irregularities can be a big clue that your coin is not just another penny, but a rare collector's piece worth serious money. The 1987 D penny reminds us that the beauty of coin collecting lies in the thrill of discovery. It's incredible to think that a coin most people overlook every day could actually be a valuable treasure hiding in plain sight. Every coin holds a story, and sometimes that story is worth far more than anyone expects. The 1987 D Lincoln cent stands as a perfect example of how a small piece of copper-plated metal can capture both history and fortune in the palm of your hand. And now, it's time for the moment everyone's been waiting for, the big value reveal. If you happen to own a 1987 D United States of America 1-cent coin with a major minting error, in mint state uncirculated condition, it could be worth an astounding $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a single penny that could be sitting in your pocket right now. Especially, we're talking about the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1975 with the Denver mint mark, known to collectors as the 1975 D Lincoln cent. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary penny, but don't be fooled. Some of these coins hold secrets that could turn a single cent into a collector's dream worth a small fortune. The 1975 D penny was minted in Denver, Colorado, during a time when billions of Lincoln cents were being produced. These coins feature the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB can be found subtly at the bottom of Lincoln's shoulder. The reverse side showcases the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. At first glance, it's just another copper-colored coin, but for sharp-eyed collectors, this particular year hides some remarkable surprises. What makes the 1975 D penny stand out is the existence of rare minting errors that occurred during production. These errors make certain examples incredibly valuable because they are unique. No two error coins are exactly the same. Some coins were struck off-center, where part of the design spills off the edge of the coin, giving it an unusual and eye-catching appearance. Others have double die obverse or reverse errors, meaning parts of the design, like the date or lettering, appear doubled under close inspection with a magnifying glass. These doubling effects can make the coin appear almost like it's shadowed, and collectors love these rare imperfections because they reveal the human side of minting, a small mistake that turned into a treasure, another rare feature that can make the 1975 D penny extremely desirable is a weak or missing mint mark. The D below the date signifies that it was minted in Denver, but on some rare examples, the mint mark was either faintly struck or completely missing due to a filled die or die polishing during production. This subtle difference transforms a common coin into a rare collectible, especially when it's preserved in excellent, uncirculated condition. Coins with such features have been found by sharp-eyed collectors in rolls of old pennies, proving that even everyday change can hide valuable history. When assessing these coins, condition is everything. A pristine coin with a strong strike, full luster, and no visible scratches or wear can bring in top dollar at auction. Grading companies like PCGS or NGC can officially certify the condition and authenticity of these coins, giving collectors confidence and helping them command higher prices when selling. The higher the grade, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes, especially when combined with a rare minting error. Over the years, a few remarkable examples of 1975 D Lincoln cents with exceptional errors have surfaced in auctions, and their sale prices have stunned the collecting community. Enthusiasts and investors alike are always on the hunt for these elusive treasures because they represent the thrill of discovery and the magic of finding value in the smallest of places. Just imagine checking your coin jar or an old collection and realizing that one of your pennies could be worth more than a luxury car, and now, the moment you've been waiting for. Some of these extraordinary 1975 D. Lincoln pennies with significant minting errors in perfect uncirculated condition have been known to sell for as much as $89,000. Next coin, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1967. This isn't just any ordinary penny, my friends. Behind its simple copper glow lies a story of rarity, minting mystery, and unbelievable value that has captured the imagination of coin enthusiasts around the world. The year 1967 was a fascinating time for American coinage. During that period, the U.S. Mint was still dealing with the aftermath of the nationwide coin shortage from the mid-1960s. In an effort to streamline production, the Mint made a crucial decision that year. No mint marks were used on any coins, including the beloved Lincoln cent. That means whether a coin was made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, it carried no identifying mint mark at all. This created a unique moment in coin history, making the 1967 penny an intriguing find for collectors who love pieces from transitional years. But here's where things get truly exciting. Among the millions of 1967 Lincoln cents struck, a few coins came out of the presses with rare and dramatic minting errors that have turned them into treasures worth thousands upon thousands of dollars. Some of these coins show incredible double-die obverse errors, meaning parts of the lettering, the date, or even Lincoln's face appear slightly doubled when viewed under magnification. This doubling is caused by a misalignment during the die creation process, and it gives the coin a fascinating shadow-like effect that collectors go absolutely wild for. Another highly prized variety of the 1967 penny is the off-center strike. These coins were struck when the blank planchet was not perfectly aligned between the dies, resulting in a coin with part of the design missing or misaligned. Depending on how far off-center the strike is and whether the date remains visible, the value of such a coin can rise dramatically. Each off-center coin is unique, like a fingerprint of minting history, and the more visually striking it is, the higher the demand among serious collectors. Some examples of the 1967 penny also exhibit broad strikes, die cracks, and even transitional planchet errors, coins struck on the wrong type of metal or weight. These rare mistakes make each coin a one-of-a-kind piece of history straight from the minting room floor. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that slipped past the careful eyes of mint inspectors decades ago and has survived to this day. It's like discovering a secret message from the past. Condition plays a crucial role in the value of any collectible coin, and the 1967 penny is no exception. Those that have been preserved in mint state condition, showing full luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear, are the true gems of the numismatic world. Many collectors send their coins to professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC to have them authenticated and graded on the official scale. A coin certified as MS 65 or higher with a recognized minting error instantly skyrockets in desirability and market value over the years. Several 1967 Lincoln cents with exceptional minting errors have stunned the coin collecting community when they appeared in auctions and private sales. Collectors from across the country have competed fiercely to add these elusive coins to their collections because they combine historical significance, rarity, and the thrill of owning something truly extraordinary. These coins don't just represent money. They represent discovery, history, and a connection to a bygone era when craftsmanship and chance collided at the U.S. Mint, and now comes the part that everyone has been waiting for. Some of the most remarkable and flawless 1967 Lincoln pennies with rare double die or major off-center errors in uncirculated condition have been known to sell for as much as $150,000. Last unique coin, we are diving into a true marvel from the world of pennies, a coin that continues to amaze collectors across the globe, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1971 with the Denver mint mark. Don't let its size fool you, because this little copper beauty has surprised the coin collecting world with its rare errors, unique details, and record-breaking auction prices. This is one episode you'll want to watch carefully, because the secrets of this 1971 D penny could be sitting right in your coin jar right now. The 1971 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, Colorado, during an era when billions of pennies were being produced to meet the growing needs of an expanding economy. But among those billions, a handful of coins came out unlike the rest, coins that hold minting mysteries and valuable imperfections that make them stand out as rare gems in the world of numismatics. These are not just ordinary coins, they are minting miracles born from rare production errors that turned everyday currency into collectible treasures worth thousands. Let's take a closer look at this fascinating coin. On the obverse, we see the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has graced the penny since 1909. Below Lincoln's shoulder, you can spot Brenner's initials VB, a mark of artistic pride that adds character to the design. The reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial, perfectly detailed, with the tiny statue of Lincoln visible inside the monument if you look closely with a magnifying glass. It's a simple yet powerful design that honors one of America's greatest leaders. But what truly sets the 1971 D penny apart isn't just its design, it's the errors that make some of these coins so incredibly valuable. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 1971 D Lincoln cent is the double die obverse error. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles during the minting process, creating a doubled image effect on the coin. On some of these rare examples, you can clearly see doubling on the date, the word liberty, and even in the phrase, "In God we trust." When viewed under magnification, the letters appear shadowed or split, making the coin look almost three-dimensional. This striking visual difference is what drives collectors wild, as it turns an ordinary penny into a museum-worthy artifact. Another fascinating error found on a few 1971 D pennies is the off-center strike, where part of the design is misaligned because the blank planchet wasn't properly centered during striking. Depending on how far off the design is, the coin can look dramatically different, with parts of the outer rim missing or unevenly shaped. These off-center coins are true oddities, and the more dramatic the misalignment, especially if the date remains visible, the higher their collectible value becomes. Each off-center penny is like a unique piece of art created by pure accident, and collectors love that no two are exactly alike. Some rare examples from the 1971 D series have even shown weak or missing mint marks caused by filled dies during production. In other cases, die cracks and cuds, where parts of the coin's metal raise up in unusual patterns due to damage or imperfections in the die, create fascinating shapes and textures that make each coin one of a kind. These minting errors give the coin an unmistakable charm that adds to its rarity and desirability among collectors who hunt for the unusual and exceptional. Condition, of course, plays a major role in determining value. A 1971 D penny with a rare error that has been preserved in brilliant, uncirculated condition can command a price many times higher than one that shows wear. Collectors and investors alike know that coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC receive higher trust and recognition in the marketplace. A coin that's been certified as mint state, especially when paired with a significant error like a double die obverse, can soar in value during auctions, attracting fierce bidding wars from collectors eager to own a piece of numismatic history over the years. Several stunning examples of 1971 D Lincoln cents with major errors have surfaced in the coin market and caused a sensation among enthusiasts. These rare coins have sold for jaw-dropping prices, proving that even a simple penny can transform into a high-value collectible when the right combination of rarity, condition, and history come together. Stories of collectors discovering these coins in old jars, estate collections, or inherited coin rolls only add to the excitement and wonder surrounding this incredible penny. And now for the moment that every coin lover has been waiting for. Some of the most remarkable and pristine 1971 D Lincoln cents with dramatic double die or major off-center errors have been known to sell for as much as $130,000. So, fellow collectors and treasure hunters, Make sure you take a second look at your old pennies, especially those from 1971 with the little D mint mark under the date. That ordinary-looking coin might just be hiding an extraordinary story, and maybe even a fortune waiting to be discovered. If you've ever found a strange or unusual 1971 D penny, tell us in the comments below because your discovery could be the next big thing in the world of rare coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next exciting adventure into the world of valuable coins. Keep your eyes sharp, your magnifying glass ready, and as always, happy collecting!